Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to use watercolor to do a sea painting. We will do a sea turtle and you will need a lot of blues and greens. Okay? So if you have a quick question, you can ask me now or I'll switch my camera and we can get going. Okay, sounds good. So we will get started. Okay. Um, so first thing we do is we put together a drawing, okay, of a turtle. So um, it's basically very simple. You know, the drawing part is very simple. It's so it will be a turtle which is kind of facing up like this. So if I draw a line that is very light, okay. So I don't want to show too much through my paint, okay. And so this line is the alignment of the head with the tip of the body here. So there is this area here, which is like a oval. I encourage you to draw that. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Because as you put together the paint and everything, it will come together. So here is my body of the turtle, and here is the head. Okay, and here is a little, I don't know what they are called. They are probably called feet uh, or fins. I'm not sure what they're called, but kind of like this. And then the other one is, it can be seen maybe from here. This is from the other side. And then there is two big ones. One is over here, which is um, kind of looking like this, pretty big. And the other one is on the other side, which is like really like this. Okay, so that is the drawing roughly, right? Um, so if I am to repeat this, so that is, if you draw a line, this tip of the head and this tail will fall on the line, and then you put together like a little U here. It's a U, and this is like an oval, okay, like an egg. And then you have a rectangle here, a small U here, another like a conical triangle shape here, and there is a smaller shape there. Okay, so that's that. The head is pretty small compared to this body, right? Uh, the turtles have very long, very big, much bigger body, and the head is quite small. And then this part is divided into two parts, okay, not equal, because this shell here kind of shaped like this. Uh, if you make a mistake, don't hesitate to find a eraser and erase it. I think I made a little bit of a mistake here. I would like my this part to go all the way here. Like this shape should be, it should start from about here and it should go until like this is the shape of the oval. Okay, So even though everything will get hidden when I color, I still like to get a clean eraser and maybe give it a try to see if I can erase this. How is this going? I don't know. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's not leaving a lot of mark on the paper. So if you have to erase, just be careful because sometimes some erasers, they leave a lot of mark on the paper. Mm, and this part, maybe I'll make it a bit more rounded. And maybe this part is a neck. So I will make it a little bit better, like this. Make it better, like this, okay? Like a narrower neck and a bigger head. And then this part comes in and it goes into the neck. Okay, so I made that part a little bit better than what I did before. And then I have this shell here, which I'm going to now make it a little bit more like lotus leaves, like, like little curves. And then I would go and so this part here is a bit tricky because there is all this shell has some things here. I'll try and draw some out so that it saves us a lot of trouble at the end. The drawing is a little bit tricky in this project. Okay, so take some time to put together the drawing as best as you can. And I'm trying to think through the shells, okay, so that I can verbalize it to you. I'm just trying to, just, they're like stones, So like if I go like this, not sure if it's coming across really nice. I'm trying. And then this part has got all the shells here, like big shells. I'm trying to draw some out here. Probably if you look at a proper picture of a turtle, your drawing will be better, but it doesn't matter. We are just going to have some fun with watercolor. The drawing really doesn't matter that much. But if you care that your turtle looks better, you could try some. Get a nice picture of a turtle and then draw that in and learn about the shape a little bit better. Okay, so this is my turtle, the shell, and this is the lower part. And the lower part is very um, fleshy. I'm gonna make it a little bit sharper, like a little bit like that. Okay, so um, so now these guys here, um, might want to change this one a little bit. Maybe make this going like that, so it looks like a proper limb there. And this one, maybe I'll also change a little bit, make it a little bit round. And let's see how it looks. Maybe this is okay here like that. And this has got little toes in there, okay? I think about 4 or 5 toes, 3, 4, something like that goes on, like little knobs happen here. And then there is all these lines here, little lines here. Then this body starts, and probably I can do a line here to show that the turtle is that lower part of the body of the turtle, just like some kind of like a V-shaped thing. And then here is the neck actually starts from here. go and mix. So as I started with a big shape, right? And I'm slowly making changes to my drawing so that it's a better drawing, you know. So this one comes, the front fin is gonna come here, obviously. It's facing us, and it has got these little things, like claw-like things here. And then I'll go and I'll bring it around, and it will come and join right where the neck is starting, like that. And then this is the neck, but here is the rest of the body, the lower part of the body, which is a continuation of this lower part, right? I know it's a little bit hard to draw this right now, but try. You can go with a simpler shape if you wish, okay, like I said before. And then this is the front of the body, the front of the head. And I'll make it a little bit better. Just erase some parts of it. And then the neck is here, and then this head is gonna go, and this is the mouth, and then there is that thing, the upper jaw, and this is the lower jaw. Okay, something like that. And then there is an eye here, which kind of looks like that. Okay, and there is a bunch of little things, dots that happen over here, and dots that happen over here. It's a very dotty situation. There is a lot of dots everywhere. And then there is some dots here. Okay. Okay, something like that. So that's the basic. Okay. So that's how the drawing is going. So you can take a screenshot of this at this point of the drawing and put together the drawing to best of your ability. So now I have, because I washed my brush too many times in this blue water. I already have some blue water, which is which could be used, or you could take some blue color and dilute it quite a bit, and you can come and you can paint some of these things. Some of these shells, okay, blue. I'm painting around, like I'm putting the blue, very diluted blue paint around each shell. I'll just do that one first, okay? So I have that. So I will come in and I will um, bring some very diluted yellow ochre, yellow kind of color. Just a little bit of the yellow ochre color, and I'll just drop it inside in the some of these shells, okay, in the inside part, and it will mix with the blue to make it look like green. Now I'm gonna come in and I'll bring my um, ultramarine blue or any blue that you have, and just drop it in the water that you put before, like, and it will mix with the yellow. If anybody is using acrylic, you do the same. Just make sure your paint is quite diluted, and you can start with a bit diluted paint and slowly build up to heavier paint, okay? And the effect will be the same as we are doing in the class. So every painting that I taught, you can use acrylic or watercolor. It's okay. Watercolor has a look and acrylic has a look, but if that's what you have, you can practice with that. That's okay. Similarly, when I start with acrylic, if you still want to continue with watercolor, that is okay too. You will be able to pull together a nice painting. Okay, this is what I have so far. So that's the top part of the guy. And I need to let that dry a little bit, okay? Because I don't want, well, I guess I could do the lower part here. I could do this area because it's blue and blue, so it doesn't matter too much. So I'm putting in lighter blue in most places. I'll put in blue here also. The blue water that I have, I'm just putting that in here. And I'll come and finish that later on. But this will be pretty dark blue too. I'll just start with a blue color here. Let it flow through. Hmm. Coming with a little bit of green and put that into here. Maybe bring in some blue also. Let the blue and the green mix with each other. Bring it close to this pin. Take it close up there and define this area a little bit. Okay, so that's that. This one here is a darker blue. So I'm lifting up my brush and I'm going tap, tap, tap in the end here to give the appearance of dot. I create some texture. Okay. So here also I'm lifting up my brush and I'm creating like a texture with a very light blue color. I'm just making some marks on the skin, defining the lower jaw and just making some little marks here to show the texture. The texture has got, the skin has got a lot of, there's a lot of little bumps on the skin, let's put it that way. I'm just using the brush to create those marks. Okay, so that's a start. Okay, now maybe I'll put some blue here, like the blue watery paint I had. I'll just put that in here and let it mix with the dots a little bit, so it looks kind of blended in, but not, but yet I can see some of the dots. Okay, like that. So that's how it is. Okay, and then um, I I'm looking for a smaller brush. So give me a second. Yeah. So I'll get a pretty narrow, like a size 0. Okay. And this part is dry because we did that first, right? So, which is good news. This part is dry. So I'm going to now I'm just trying to think through it. So I'm going to take some blue, right? And I will take some blue water in this other brush, okay? And then I, and you don't have to use two hands because you can do this later from the video also. But the idea is I'm gonna put the dark blue into these little areas here, the ones that I draw with pencil, remember? Then I'll use this other brush which has got blue water and I'll just go around it a little bit with a little bit more blue to make it wet on wet with the dark color coming in with the help of this light blue that I'm putting around it. Okay, it looks very three-dimensional that way. You can wash it and you can use it again to spread this too. So each one looks like a little stone, you know. So that's a bit of a start, okay? Um, and I could bring in a little bit darker colors also for some areas. Just be careful to not drop too much dark because you can always build up your dark later on. This is a good practice for brushwork. And no matter what medium you use, this practice is very good for everybody who wants to, draw something, make some cards, or do some nice drawing. Um, so it's a good practice to do this. So and the other thing that is left is this leg in the front here, and also this part. Okay, this part I want to improve on that area a little bit. So what I'm thinking is put in a bit darker color here. Let that play with the green a bit. So I'm just doing wet on wet, blue and the green working with each other here. Okay. And then I'll go and wet this area, put in the blue here, and bring in some green here. But don't let the corners blend together because then you will lose the effect of this um, interesting color variation that the blue and the green is giving you. Maybe I bring in some yellow ochre in this front area a little bit, just a tiny bit of yellow ochre. And bring in some blue here and drop that in here to make those the edge of these legs, the fins, right? They have little, almost like little sharp edges. So that's that. Okay, that's a start. Now we need to do the background. I haven't done that yet. But before we do that, maybe I'll just put in some yellow here as well. That's too dark, so I'll just remove some. Okay, so that's the start of our not tortoise. What is it called? The turtle, right? So now I'll bring in some of the background. Like put a big brush here and just put water around the turtle. Make sure that it doesn't touch the turtle so much. Just be careful. Just put in some water, and then I'll put in some of the blue color of the water. You can pick some blue color, cover this area and just spray in some blue and some green. Just flick the brush over it. Just make sure it doesn't come to the turtle. If it does, then you can correct it. If not, it's going to be okay. So I have that, okay? And then I can cover this area and do the same. And then this part, which I'm afraid to, maybe I'll just put in some dot with this area. I'm just trying to be careful to not bring the dots to the turtle too much. Like that. Take some yellow color, yellow ochre on the brush, and I will just put some of that near the top. Okay, and then I'll take some lemon yellow, almost not yellow ochre, but more lemon yellow, like a bright yellow color, and maybe put some on the top. Just make sure it doesn't go too much on the turtle. Just put some. You can also take like Q-tips. Q-tips is my favorite artistic hack. And you can use that to put in some dots around some rays of sunlight, that's the idea. This is the idea that the turtle is swimming up towards the light, and the light is up here. Okay. And the rest of it is not so light. Like, for example, this part at the back it could be a little bit darker. So I'm gonna put some blues only over here and see how that looks. Right. So I have this. Now I can go into my blue and drop in some colors here and there. Maybe you can even drop a lot more water here and then drop in some blues here that gives the water very dark color, and then you can also blend some of these dots in. You can take your bigger brush and you can make it look a little bit like waves, like use some of those dots to create like the effect of water around the turtle. I'm just doing things like that, as if the turtle is swimming through the water and it has made ripples in the water, like that. Okay. So it's a lot of variation in the technique, lot of different kind of tools, different textures, different flow of the brush. Everything is different, and that's what keeps the painting very interesting. You have so much variation, right? Um, so don't hesitate to experiment and play with your play with all of this and have a lot of fun, This is so good. So I did that, and now I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna put in a little bit more like drops of blue and like that. So it looks a bit different from that side, and I like it that way. So I'm gonna just put in a few drops like that. I can also use a Q-tip, right? Yeah, I can use a Q-tip, and I can bring in a few darker areas, spreading through here because it's all very watery, super watery thing happening. Okay, so I'm gonna now take this and remove it, clean up this area a bit. Because I like the back of my painting also to be clean. So I have this. Okay. Um, I hope you're enjoying this so far. It's so fun to do this. So I'll give you a few moments to catch up. I know I didn't stop at all. One of the thing about watercolor is I have to keep going so the water and the color mix properly. So you will have the video. So make sure you watch it and do it on your own style. All right. I'll give you a few minutes to catch up. If you have a question in the meantime, you can ask me now. Okay, so I'm going to dry it a little bit now. So I will now mix my blue with a little bit of black, or you could use indigo blue color if you wish, if you have it. So I'm going to use that color now. Just to do some edges. I'm really doing more than necessary. Okay. If you don't feel like doing so much detail, you don't have to do it, because if you just did the steps that I did before, that's good enough. Now I'm doing a little bit more detail, and it's up to you. Okay, so that's that, and then just one thing is left, um, which is taking a thin brush and this is tricky. I don't want to mess this one up. The eye there. Okay, so that's the turtle for the day, and maybe to make it a little bit more fun, what I can do is I can take a Q-tip, my favorite tool, take that, and maybe take some bluish green color and see if I can do some sort of a bubble here. Just, just to give some contrast on the yellow. So I'm going to get it close to the camera. You take a look at our friend here. It's close to them, giving a close-up of the turtle. If you want to take a snapshot, go for it. And here is the painting. If you want to take a snapshot of the whole thing, this is a good time. And then we can take a look at your painting too. Just one second. One second. Clean this area. Here we go. This is ready now for a picture. Okay. So that's a snapshot for you. Yeah. So if anybody would like to share their painting, this is a good time. So let me know, so I can let me know your name, so I can focus on you, and then you get to show your painting, and I can give you a little bit of feedback. So you please tell me your name, otherwise I'm not able to focus on you.
It's Jerry.
Jerry, just one second, Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks good.
Closer. Closer.
Very nice. Go darker, because the top right hand side is the light. So the rest of the body of that. So if you look at mine, so look at mine.
Very nice. Yeah.
No, just one second. Here is the light, right?
Right.
So this part is darker.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
play with your shadows a little bit more, like darker colors, okay? So
Yeah.
that is
Yes. Yeah.
okay, great. Thank you. Otherwise, it looks beautiful. Thank you for sharing. If I hear your name, I'll be happy to point to you.
Christiana?
Christiana, just
Palma?
copy Christiana. Okay, great. I'm going to add you as a pin. Oh, perfect. Very nice.
Palma?
Beautifully drawn. I hope you enjoyed it.
Did you see mine?
Yeah, that looks beautiful, Christiana. Yeah. So I really do a little bit more texture. I can see your turtle is greenish. I kind of like it. I like it. Maybe put a little bit of the green on the face also.